Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I've got to show you tonight is Alvin Bragg. You might remember the name as the guy who persecuted Trump with 34 trumped-up charges, so to speak, and then convicted him so the Democrats can say felon in their political campaign. That guy is now reallocating funds from international banks and the big banks towards gun control community prevention applications. The stuff that I'm about to show you, I spent a while confirming. Everything will be linked into the description box below, and please send this one out everywhere because this is the kind of stuff that needs to see the light of day. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you are down for freedom, and thank you for that consideration. And the content today that we're about to get into is brought to you by a company that is about some innovation. This is called Caliky. Well, actually, the company's called Caliky. This is worth a look. This is something that turns an AR into a bolt gun. It lets you keep everything that you have from any infringements. It can be used in hunting applications, accuracy, training for first-timers. This is effectively one of the best innovations I've seen in a while because it allows you to open up for possibility. Now, this entire program funds the Second Amendment Foundation, which, again, hits on the initiatives that make this necessary. Check it out. It's called Caliky. Thank you so much to them. And now let's get into this because I've got to show you this one, guys. This one is mind-boggling. So you know how the left kind of doesn't like success and pretty much anyone's success is a target on their back? Yeah, here we go. New York-led gun prevention groups awarded $160,000 seized from banks in Manhattan District Attorney. Yeah, that's Alvin Bragg right there in the middle. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see him. That guy with the blue tie, yeah, that's the guy who went after Trump. That's also the guy who is now reallocating $160,000 from banks to these gun violence prevention groups. Now, you're going to hear a lot of things in a second, but I've highlighted a few of the main points that you need to see, and then I'll show you the actual receipts as well, because I always bring them. New Yorkers impacted by gun violence who are now working to uplift the city's youth and steer them away from deadly firearms got a funding boost on Thursday. That's today. With money seized from major banks by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Now, there's 8 organizations. He gave them $20,000 each. That's not the important piece. I want to show you a few other things here. I think that's actually it in this article. Yeah, let me jump over to the actual media coverage of where they're actually bragging about this. Not a pun. Alvin Bragg is bragging about it. But anyway, let's keep going. Here's the receipts and how they begin. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg Jr. today announced that 8 community-based organizations selected to receive $20,000 each from Manhattan's DA office for initiatives to prevent youth gun violence. The office's funding allows community-based organizations to pay young New Yorkers stipends over the summer to participate in meaningful programming. Wait until I show you what the meaningful programming is, such as mentorships and workshops to enhance conflict resolution and leadership skills, or to improve and beautify public spaces that are known for areas of gun violence. Now, I'm going to show you in 1 second what they're going to angle this towards, but I want to show you the full-on receipts, and then I'm going to go to the next one, okay? This is literally like a breadcrumb trail, all right? This is what Alvin Bragg says, and then I'm going to show you reality. Since the launch of this initiative, we have driven down shootings by nearly 40% in Manhattan, by not reporting it, through targeted prosecutions and strategic community investments. For the last 3 summers, our Youth Gun Violence Prevention Initiative has served the future generation of young New Yorkers across the borough, all with the goal of reducing gun violence and keeping Manhattan safe, said Alvin Bragg. I am honored to award these 8 dedicated community-based organizations with funding to engage and employ young people, and I look forward to seeing the outcome of the summer's projects. Now, this part right here, listen to this. This is the big payoff, and I'm going to bring it right in the middle. The Manhattan DA's office is providing these awards through its Criminal Justice Investment Initiative, CJII, which was created using millions seized in the office investigations against major banks. Take from those rich, bad, evil banks, give them the community activists, specifically focusing on gun control or gun prevention. This is in kind of reminiscent of things that they've said in previous things. When Biden put in $5 billion for his budget for community-based programming, where they'd put gardens in and they'd put murals up and they do all these trainings. It's the exact same stuff. In fact, I've got the blue here. Let me show you some of these projects. This one at the top from Children's Aid. This one is about each image will be a collaborative project containing 20 individual squares, poetry, and personal stories. So this is all about murals. That's what this is. So this money is going to go to, excuse me, all of these people to make murals all across the area that are supposed to stop gun violence. And it just so happens that they are the exact same images that gun controlling groups like Everytown for Gun Safety and other politicians take in front of these murals to further their political image of their area. You see how this all cycles? That's exactly what they do. But let's get back to the point because I got receipts to show you. This next one right down here, let's go down to Grand Street Settlement. This one is all about addressing and teaching children how to get rid of gang violence, which is not a child problem. Let's keep on moving on. But gangs are a problem, though. I'll give them that. This one is the Police Athletic League. Participants will become agents of change in developing skills for mediating conflict and disrupting negative community norms. Again, these are all children. Let's keep going. University Settlement. This is a 10-week internship where 15 kids will gain hands-on experience in mentorship, skill building, personal growth, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to help, oh my goodness, supporting community leaders and elected officials. How it's this big circle. One more thing, or two more things, actually. No, one more from Uplift New York, and then I'll show you what they actually cite as where the money's coming from. Again, this is all breadcrumbs to the same area. This one from Uplift New York, this is going to do running basketball programming, so basketball games and different tournaments. So basically, they're going to teach kids how to set up a tournament structure for basketball and then communicate. Okay, whatever. Fine. Here's the big payoff right here. Look where the money came from. Again, right up here, this is the CJII that I just showed you, the strategic plan. Let me get up a little higher, you can see it. Safer neighborhoods and a fairer, more efficient justice system. Right here, this highlighted part. To achieve this vision, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office established the Criminal Justice Investment Initiative, CJII, which will invest approximately $250 million in projects that will improve public safety and promote a fairer and more efficient justice system in New York City. The CJII funds are a portion of the criminal forfeiture funds obtained through settlements with international banks for violating U.S. sanctions. The CJII funds are specifically aimed at supporting community-based programming. So they're taking money from international banks and the major banks for violating rules and sanctions, and then they're applying it to New York City specific through the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, specifically in his borough. How? Anybody? Does this smell to anyone else? And the money that's going to be using is going to be training kids how to make paintings, which are going to be then multiplied through different imagery for gun control politicians. And then on the other side of that, it's going to teach them how to make gardens and do other gang violence prevention, which are main talking points of the left and gun controllers through groups like Everytime for Gun Safety and Giffords.org. And then finally, they get to help community leaders and elected officials. Are you guys not seeing this? They are taking sanctions that are U.S.-based sanctions, and they are applying them to international banks, and then they're using them for gun control programs in individual cities and individual counties, or boroughs, as they call them in New York. This is the exact same guy who made up whole cloth laws to convict Trump on a felony, which was not a felony. It was a bunch of misdemeanors that were tied together into a magical felony, which are not going to stand anyway. Guys, if you don't think that this stinks to high hell, I don't know what to tell you. But this guy is also the same guy, Alvin Bragg, who's sent letters to YouTube about changing all of their algorithm policies because he doesn't like guns. This guy is one of the main problems in the United States who is not arresting criminals or keeping them in jail or prosecuting them, and he's doing this. And I knew it would just be too much for me to deliver. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.